All right. Hello. Welcome to Positivity Toolbox. Sorry, we had a little bit of technical difficulties. Hey, Sarah, how you doing? We are here on our relationship
Day.
His name's Darren. So we are going to talk about our relationship and our amazing trip that we've had these last couple of, like, how long has it been now?
Week and a half.
A week and a half. We left and we weren't supposed to be gone that long, were we?
No, we were not.
So we're going to get a little bit into that, but I guess I wanted to start it off with, so how long have we been together, babe?
11 years.
11 years and 11 amazing years. And we've been married for 6 years in September 17th,
Yep.
Which we've got amazing trips planned those couple of weekends.
We're going to Possum Kingdom.
Yes. And San Antonio.
And San Antonio.
Yeah, we're going to San Antonio and Possum Kingdom. So, yes. But we are, let's tell them where we're at. We're in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I was wanting to say New Orleans. We went to New Orleans too, but we're right now in Baton Rouge. So we've had such a great time.
Quite an adventure.
It has been an adventure. And I guess I'd have to say trip. What do you think?
Sure.
Okay. He does not like being on the show, but he's awesome and he agreed to do this. I love you.
Love you.
Okay, so we started we jumped right into a relationship, not wanting to, really, didn't we?
Not at all.
Yeah, like I had just broken up with a previous boyfriend, and he had just broken up with a girlfriend, and we ended up just I don't know, I fed him and he never left. Is that how that worked?
Yeah, she never stopped feeding me either.
No. So he keeps me around for me feeding him. Okay, so tell him a little bit more about let's tell him a little bit about, like, we have a blended family. Yes. And how that's we've had our struggles and difficulties, but we've still managed to stay positive and stay 100%, in love. With a couple of breakups here and there, because we kind of struggled a little bit, but we still made it through it. Why do you think that is?
Well, because you never give up.
No.
That's why I feel a lot of relationships don't work, because people want to give up too fast and just try something new whenever what's best for you is right in front of you.
Oh. I agree with that. Especially to the relationship. Like, I mean,
there are boundaries.
There are boundaries, and you have to be able to stay within those boundaries if you're wanting to, sustain an amazing relationship with your spouse. Wouldn't you agree?
I completely agree.
So with our blended family, we have definitely learned how to overcome all obstacles in our marriage and in our relationship.
At least the ones that have been thrown at us so far.
Yeah, so far, the ones that have been thrown at us. And I feel a lot of that is just because we have really great communication, and we didn't at first. We had to learn how to communicate with one another. I think that took a little bit of time. What would you say?
Yeah. I had a lot of growing up to do early on in our relationship, probably still do. Yeah.
But you did, and I overcame a lot of that too. I had some growing up to do as well. I had to learn from him how to step away when you were frustrated, and at that point of, I'm about to snap. You need to step away. And I'm a fixer. I like and not let it continue. And so that was kind of hard for us in the beginning.
And I need a couple moments to kind of collect my thoughts and cool down and
Yeah.
She likes to be right in my face.
I did.
You did.
Yes. Again, it's something that we learned that we needed to work on between the two of us. So that may not be for every relationship that's listening out there, but it was something that really helped and worked for us. Just learning when to, step away for a little bit, give each other some space, and then come back and have a rational, conversation that's actually going to
Be productive.
Yeah, be productive and actually fix the problem instead of making or causing. What else you got?
I just woke up. My brain is not running at full capacity right now.
This is true. He was so great. Like, we were supposed to do this show last Monday and we were in Pensacola, Florida. So let's go ahead and talk about the trip. Let's talk about how amazing that has been. And I think really taking trips and vacationing with your spouse or your significant other is such a big thing that needs to happen.
Yes.
Yes.
Got to get away from all the rat race.
Yes. And the commonality, right, of every day. Every day is almost the same thing sometimes if you're not kind of mixing it up and making it a little bit more exciting. Like we like to be spontaneous. So I think that that's a big part of why, we work so well too, because we're not so structured. It's about this time. We got to do this. We don't have it all mapped out all the time. We're responsible and we have our, what's that word I'm looking for?
I have no idea.
Okay. Well, anyway, we have our adulting. That's what I was looking for. We have our adulting that we are very good at, but also we have our moments when we're like, you know what, this is a good time for us not to have to adult. We can just be spontaneous. So let's talk about our vacation. So how did this vacation start?
Well, I had planned for the rally, motorcycle rally.
And we were going to ride the whole way. Oh, wait. Are we back? Okay. So we were going to ride to Sturgis, but we had like a small little, and a lot of you probably already know this, the little accident that we
motorcycle wreck.
Yeah, that I injured my ankle.
So instead of taking a long trip to Sturgis, we decided to knock a few miles off and go to Pensacola, Florida, which is a little less mileage. It ended up being a longer trip than Sturgis.
It did. It really did. We did a lot of riding.
A lot. Our first stop was in Monroe, Louisiana, where we just stayed the night because we were actually supposed to go to Daytona, Pensacola. My rear end was so sore that I was like, we're just staying here.
It was, and the funny part is before we left, he was like, I don't want to hear you complaining about your foot. We're going to do this. And I was hardly complaining at all. He was complaining the whole time about his butt. It was hilarious. I was like, uh-huh. Okay, go ahead.
Then we made it to, after we left, called the Iron Horse Grill.
Oh, it was so awesome.
In Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah.
They have really good food. If you've never checked that place out, you should.
Yes.
And then we made our way down to Pensacola, Florida, with just a couple of stops for gas and a little bit of rest. I believe it's about 700 miles to Pensacola, Florida from Fort Worth. Yeah. And then I think what we did that first night. Well, we ate at a little place called Fish Hotel.
I like that. And we just dined. We had fun. It was just the two of us, and we enjoyed ourselves very much. I think, did we walk the beach that night?
No, we didn't
Oh,
go to
that's
the
right.
beach that night.
Yeah, we were tired.
Yeah.
We were a little worn out from the ride. And then after that, so that next morning, we didn't go straight to the Harley store, did we?
Yeah, we went straight to the
we
Harley
did.
store.
That's right.
We stopped at Christmas in July. So they had a Santa out there.
Yes, he was awesome.
And we walked around a little bit at first, got a couple of T-shirts, and talked to some people, and met one really interesting person named Steve, or AKA Santa, or AKA Road Name Killer.
Right.
Really awesome guy. We sat there and talked to him for a while, stationed there, and they're like, "Hey, come put in for these tickets." And we're like, "When is it?" They're like, "Saturday." We're like, "Well, we're not even going to be here.
Yeah, we were supposed to be back.
We're going to be home by then. But hey, we'll put in for them anyways. Why not?"
Right.
And then we completely forgot about it. Didn't even think twice about putting our name in the box because, what are the chances of winning tickets to Keith Urban, actually?
Yeah.
Keith Urban concert.
That's Keith Urban concert.
And then we left there and we went to a bird sanctuary. On the way back, got rained on pretty good after we left the bird sanctuary.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad, but that was the hardest rain.
That was the hardest rain we've got. And it was supposed to, mind you, when we did the research on this, it was supposed to rain the whole trip. So we went to Academy and got rain gear just in case. And we bypassed, I manifested that we would not be in any kind of rain because it's going to already be a longer trip. And you know how drivers can be in the rain. Sometimes it can get a little scary, right?
And tenfold on the motorcycle.
Yeah, exactly.
What do we do after that?
We went to the beach, didn't we?
I want to say yes.
Yeah, we went to the beach.
And I'm terrified of sharks.
Oh, we went to that really cool place for lunch that had there's daiquiri, like these frozen daiquiri margarita drinks are so big in Florida and Alabama. It's crazy. And it was really cool. So they had these different things that you could do around this like little bar area where you could order food and drinks. It was super cool. What are those? They were walking on the
boardwalk.
No, like at the Laguna Beach. All those things that those people could do. What was that?
I don't know. Some kind of obstacle course.
It was some kind of obstacle course, but it was crazy because like people were like attached to the cables and they were walking across in the very top, and you could oversee the ocean from it. It was
it was fun.
It was fun. And then we went and changed.
Yeah.
And then we walked the beach.
I bought a snorkel.
Yes. I got him in the ocean. This guy said he would never ever get in the ocean.
More than ankle deep.
Well, you didn't say that before, but now it's more than ankle deep.
I got waist deep.
Yeah.
That's as far as I got.
He did good. I was proud of him.
And it was cool because we had these little fish swimming around us. The water was a lot clearer than part of the Gulf I've seen.
Right.
It was my first time out of Texas, really. I've been to like right inside of Louisiana or right inside of Oklahoma, but never past a state that doesn't touch Texas. So it's been enjoyable. What else did we do? Yeah, we went to the beach after that.
Yeah.
Got sand everywhere.
We did. It was everywhere. But again, I'm from the beach. I was like, you just dust it off.
That was pretty much the next day. And
Yeah.
I think the third day we just slept all day.
Yeah, we did a lot of sleeping, and then we were just really exhausted. Like we kept going. We kept going to this spot, going to this spot. We were just checking out a lot of the local spots, or not local spots, that we did. We went out with with Steve.
Oh, yeah, we went
Steve
out
took
with
us
Steve.
out, and he took us around some of the different places that a lot of his people that he liked to go to, bands that was playing at one of his local spots, and we had so much fun, and we just got to meet a lot of new interesting people. We've met a lot of interesting people on this trip that have just been so awesome and so welcoming. So I guess after that, yeah, the third, that was the third day,
That was the third day
and we were going to leave the next morning
to go to New Orleans.
That was our plan. And my aunt lives in Alabama, so we went to Alabama a little bit. Yeah, made just a little, let's let our butts rest a minute and walk around a little bit. And then we headed to New Orleans, which was
That was fun.
That was so much fun. It was so interesting. We had a lot of people that were saying, "Oh, it's going to stink. It smells really bad there." I will tell you right now, it was not bad. I did not feel like it was bad.
Well, there were everything has its pros and cons.
Yeah.
The cities have a lack of better rundown.
Yeah. We called it Austin on steroids.
Austin on steroids.
That's what we called it.
But it was fun. It was interesting. Bourbon Street was cool.
Yeah.
Frenchman Street was even better.
Yeah, Frenchman Street was definitely better. We stopped at this one place.
Cafe Negral.
It was.
Or was that's where we played?
Yeah.
Were you not there yet?
No, I was thinking the cafe because we met that couple.
Vampire Cafe.
Yeah, Vampire Cafe. Met this amazing
Trace and Terry.
And they were a blast. They live in San Antonio, Texas, so we definitely hit it off because we were Texans, basically. And they also ride, so we had a lot more in common. And it was their anniversary the very next day, and they wanted to spend it with us. So we felt very blessed, and we felt excited that they wanted to, take that time and spend it with another couple instead of just having it about them. But we did still, like the four of us, we just had the utmost fun and we made it more exciting and fun, I believe, too.
It was a great connection.
It was a great connection. So we're going to visit them in San Antonio on our anniversary. So that's going to be awesome. And oh my gosh. So we stopped at this, like that. Oh, okay. We've got time. I'm looking at the clock. We are going to go to break here in just a little bit, but we still have a little bit more time. But we went to the Vampire Cafe is where we met them. Okay. So we like to watch certain shows, or we'll pick, some random shows on Netflix, and we'll watch the whole series. And the originals happen to be one of them. And so where we were in the French, that was in the French Quarters,
Mm-hmm.
right? In the French Quarters was where we went to the place where they filmed, where they lived. It was
the Michelson house.
The Michelson house. It was so awesome. I got plenty of pictures. I will definitely be posting them on Facebook. Good morning for those of you guys that are listening. I can't see who said love y'all, but we love you too. That was super exciting for me, but we went away from all of the excitement and the fun bars and where everybody was, and it was kind of creepy there for a little bit, kind of eerie because there was nobody over there, and we were watching our bags, like, okay, because everybody hears stories, right? And and then I thought this one guy was following. I was like, babe, look behind us. Is he following us? You can laugh at that. It was good times. So there was that. And when we were coming back, that's when we just ended up meeting and running into them at the same time when we got back to that Vampire Cafe. And we ended up just hitting it off right there in front of the place. And we ended up sitting with them and having a couple of drinks and just talking. It was kind of quiet in there. So we were able to really be able to communicate and have a conversation. So we built so many new relationships and friendships out here. Then we had Terry and Trace. And honestly, we made friends with a lot of Steve's friends too that are locals. And let's see. Oh yeah, Babs.
Yeah.
Babs and Faye.
Which we'll get to them.
Yeah, we'll get to them here in a minute. But so after Vampire Cafe, they knew some other spots because they had visited in New Orleans before, and we were new. So they took us to a couple of different places. My favorite place was awesome. Go ahead, you tell.
It was like a barrage of musicians, and they would let you get up on stage and play if you wanted to. It was like an awesome karaoke thing. And well, my wife, being the person she is, was like, I want to sing and you're playing the drums. And I was like, no, I'm not. And well, long story short, there I was up on stage playing the drums while she was singing Comfort Zone, because I'm kind of shy and quiet, reserved, and it was fun.
Unless you know him, then he's not.
And everybody enjoyed it. They all came up and were like, oh, y'all did great. But that's when they closed down right after our set. And at this point in time, I probably had a few adult beverages.
We both did. I forgot the lyrics and my phone died. And so I called us. So we kind of missed quite a bit of the recordings because my phone died. But it was so much fun. We still had a blast. He got the best compliment on drumming, if you ask me. The guy, a couple of guys that were there asked him, so you've been playing the drums for 5 years now? And he was like, no. How long have you been playing the drums, babe?
Right at a year and a half.
So that's a big compliment.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun. We really enjoyed that. And then, so the next morning, they wanted to meet up again at that place. They have the best spiked Irish coffee. The best, wouldn't you say?
It was very good.
And we got some souvenir cups from them. It was awesome. I enjoyed that thoroughly. And we had about, 2 of those that morning?
Yeah.
And he was very hungover.
I was hungover.
He had a bad hangover. Poor guy. But so the couple that we were hanging out with, they had Uber all over the rest of the time frame, and we went back to the hotel for a little bit there after lunch, I think, right? Yeah, it was after lunch, because they were like, I think he needs a nap. I was like, yes, I think so. Well, hey guys, I don't want us to miss out. So we're going to come back and we're going to finish up the rest of our trip and talk about these different relationships and connections that we made, and just with having such a positive mindset going into this vacation. And I feel like you did too, because you were super excited and stoked. So going into this vacation with such a positive mindset is a lot of these amazing people to interact with us because of what we attracted all of this. So this is some good stuff. I really hope you guys stay tuned and listen in to hear the rest of our trip, our amazing trip. See you guys in just a little bit. Stay tuned.
More than I did on the first one.
Yes, I love it.
At Romika Designs, we're more than just a laser engraving and specialty design company. Much more. I'm Ron Phillips, co-owner of Romika Designs, and if you can dream it, we can probably make it. We can custom laser cut and engrave on nearly all material. Great for one-of-a-kind gifts, home decor, business and specialty items, or personalized and logo designs created just for you or your company. Allow us to become your go-to gift and specialty project partner. Romika Designs can help make your ideas a reality. We're ready to help you design and create that special gift for any occasion, or engrave your personal or business logo on just about any product. View our designs at romikadesigns.com or simply email us with your ideas. We specialize in custom design and we'd be honored to have the opportunity to discuss it with you. Call us at 817-400-4040, email info@romikadesigns.com, or visit us on the web at romikadesigns.com.
Hey, there's something you forgot to do. It sure is hot. Are you sweating like a dog? Wait, what? Dogs don't sweat. Oh no, you forgot to get your window tinted. Whether it's the kitchen window that sits in the sun for the hottest part of the day, or you just got new wheels, call Sharp Window Tinting in Burleson. 817-615-9379, or look them up on the web, sharpwindowtint.com.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395, 800-709-4395, 800-709-4395, 800-709-4395.
You're listening to Joco Community Radio.
All right, hello, welcome back. Joco Community Radio is proud to be the voice of Johnson County, Texas, and is live 365 on the TuneIn Radio Network. To listen or watch, simply go to tuneinjoco.com to choose where and how. The Joco Community Radio app is now available for free on Android and Apple devices. Simply search your store. .com. This episode more brought to you by Patriot Claims, making your insurance work for you. Reach out to your Texas sales rep and my personal friend Nona Reed at 844-839-4245. Hello. We are back.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. And we are ready to talk about the rest of our trip.
So while we were in New Orleans, we stopped at a awesome place called.
That's good.
It was awesome. They had like the best biscuits I've ever had, and food. Their food was great. But while we were standing in line, my beautiful wife gets a phone call to reveal that we had won Keith Urban tickets. I was like, oh, great. That's awesome.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm going, now we have to drive back to Alabama. Yay.
And ride back, not drive.
But we spent one more night in New Orleans.
Yeah.
We spent 3 days in New Orleans.
And that's because our couple friends, they wanted to spend one more day with us.
They talked us into staying one more day.
Yeah.
And we just hung around and kind of saw some sights and had some good food.
Amazing food. I think what was it? Fiery?
Oh, fiery crab?
Yeah, fiery crab. This whole tray, you get 1 pound. So we got half a pound of one thing and a half a pound of the other.
2 pounds.
Oh yeah, that's right. We got 2 pounds. We got 2 pounds in
Snow
total.
crab and mussels and
The clams.
clams.
Clams were good.
And what else?
Shrimp.
Yeah, and shrimp.
Yeah.
And it comes with potatoes and sausage
And corn.
and corn.
Corn. It was so good.
And they bring it out on this big plate. You're going to get messy.
So messy.
But it was interesting.
It was. I agree. And then, so after eating all this amazing food and enjoying just an awesome couple that we are going to stay connected with, because we seriously that was the best connection I think that we formed on this whole trip was with that couple.
Well, made a pretty good one with Steve.
Oh yeah, of course. Yes. But I mean couple wise,
Yeah.
But Steve back down, we need to let him know. And he's now planning on trying to come to Fort Worth to come visit with us and meet our friends. And oh, that's going to be fun. And I think Terry and Trace were thinking that too. So yeah, we're going to have a lot of new visitors coming to visit with us. So I'm loving that as well.
So we packed it up for New Orleans.
Yep.
And rode back to Alabama and Gulf Shores, Alabama. Because the concert was going to be in Orange Beach, was
where my aunt lives. We were able to stay with my aunt.
Yeah, who's an awesome lady.
Yes.
And her husband, Mike.
Yes, he's awesome as well.
Awesome people.
Awesome.
And first night we just kind of hung out and what did we do? I can't really remember. I think we went and ate somewhere.
Yeah, we went to go get the tickets, right?
No,
that wasn't the first night.
That was Friday. We
oh, that's right.
We returned back to Alabama. The first night.
I don't know. Now it's all mumbled together.
Yeah. Mike made dinner.
Yeah, Mike made dinner. Yeah, he made us barbecue chicken and really awesome corn on the cob.
Yeah,
that was some amazing corn on the cob and potatoes. It was good.
We just relaxed and hung out
and got to visit with them. And because mind you, my Aunt Kathy is my mom's husband's, like they're cousins, but he calls her his sister because they grew up together. And they've always been really close. Well, family reunion, when everybody went from my side of the family to meet all of, my stepdad, which I call him dad, but we met, they got to meet all of his family. I did not get to, we didn't get to go. But so he tells me, call your Aunt Kathy. She's really close. You need to go see her. And that's when we built that connection and built that relationship with a family that I hadn't even really met yet. So that was awesome, getting to know her, getting to hear some more stories about, just so we're clear, because I have two beautiful, amazing dads. And so that was the coolest thing, just getting to hear those stories, those life stories that, he's kind of told us a little bit, but, she really got into her side of the stories. So that was pretty cool. And we had a great time in Alabama too. We got to go to a couple of different places that next day.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what we did.
We went to the Tacky.
Oh, we went to Tacky Jack's.
Tacky Jack's was cool.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It was good. I'm a foodie, so it's probably why I'm fat. But.
Stop it. You're not that fat.
And then from there, we went to Floribama.
Yeah, we went to Floribama.
Right on the Florida-Alabama line. And apparently it's pretty famous place. It had like 3 different sections in it to watch live music and or like a milkshake with a whole bunch of alcohol in it.
Yes. Very good. Danger.
Very dangerous.
Danger. But the whole trip, we had a couple of drinks and stuff, but we never, other than that one night in New Orleans, he got pretty toasty, but I didn't. Behave. But yeah. So we were pretty good on that, like I was watching him.
I get too inebriated because I wanted to enjoy my trip and not spend a lot of time hurting.
Yeah. Or, not being able to remember all the amazing things that happened and took place.
For sure.
Yeah. So we did pretty good with that for the most part. Each of us had our own evening. We'll get to mine later.
And while we were at Floribama, we had the opportunity to we did meet another couple who invited us out on their pontoon boat.
Yes.
Club.
Mm-hmm. And his wife Tracy.
We actually ended up not going to their pontoon.
Yeah.
Because when we woke up that morning, it was raining pretty heavily. So we kind of opted out of going to a boat when it was raining.
Right. And plus we didn't really want to ride in the rain. Nobody ever really wants to ride in the rain. And it was raining pretty heavy. And it was storming too. So there was lightning. So being on a body of water with lightning. That didn't sound like a good. I have his number, and so we can always come back out. And I'm sure they live out there. They're locals, and they hang out at Floribama a lot. So I'm sure we can definitely reconnect with them as well. They were really awesome. Like, we just walked up, and Frank the Tank, he's like, "Hey, how you guys doing?" And he was just very friendly. Everybody was just so friendly. We met another. I happened to be walking by, and there was this awesome lady named Michelle that we met too. We met in Mississippi. And so I'm a realtor. Well, I guess I caught her eye because she was like, "You're so cute." I was like, "Well, thank you. So are you." And we just hit it off, and we had fun, and they wanted us to come and hang out with them a little bit too. So we went and hung out with them in a couple of different places. I sat with them in the front with this one band that was playing. It was a female vocalist, and she was a country singer, and she was phenomenal. Like, she was so good. I really enjoyed from the balcony. We sat up at the balcony. It was so hot up there, though. I was sweating. I sweat all the weight off, I think, this trip.
I wish I would have.
But what was it? Do you remember that band? I don't remember their name.
I don't remember the name of them.
I wish we remember their name because they were really good. Like, he looked like ZZ Top.
Yeah.
He had the whole ZZ Top thing going on, but they had a guy that had a harmonica. Oh, and the band that was playing that had the female vocalist, her guy that was with her, he had this whole, stack of harmonicas. Like, why do you need that many harmonicas? I didn't quite understand it, but maybe they just make different sounds. I'm not sure, or he collects them and he likes to have them with him and change them out. I think it was cool though. I thought that was pretty awesome. But yeah, that definitely caught my eye when we were in Floribama. And what else?
Nothing. I was pretty tired that night.
Yeah, he was pretty tired that night, but we still did have a really good time with my aunt the next day. That next morning for a little bit, we went out to lunch with them. They took us to Sloop. And that place was really good.
Everywhere we ate was pretty good.
Yeah, we did not eat food that we did not like.
Yeah,
we did not. And then, so from there, we went to the Keith Urban concert that night.
Yeah, which got rain delayed for a minute.
Yeah. And ate. I had the egg rolls.
Yeah.
The boudin egg rolls.
Boudin egg rolls.
And you had the sausage on a stick.
Sausage on a stick. On a stick.
And so, but
there were a few jokes made about that one.
Yeah, there were.
By me.
By him, yes, because he likes to be comical. Some of the time. We tried to get in line, and the line was going it was a ridiculous line because
it was about a mile-long line to get into Keith Urban.
Yes, it was. Yeah. And people were from all over. So we definitely had some other conversations, just random conversations with different people while we were there hanging out and waiting. And then we ended up meeting these awesome ladies that let us get in line with them because they were just enjoying our conversation. We were just trying to get some wind. We were trying to get some air because it was hot where we were standing.
It was humid. It was, yeah.
And they were pretty interesting.
With our bushwhackers.
Theirs are dangerous and do not get the extra shot. Maybe one. Have one with the extra shot. I had too many. So we get into the concert and we're sitting there and we meet these awesome ladies that are sitting next to us. And one of them happens to have a bunch of Airbnbs here in we are staying in one of her Airbnbs. She gave us a very, very amazing, very generous deal. I mean, I'm telling, we had so many amazing things happen to us on this trip, just with the connections that we made, and the people that we met, that had just created this to just be so much more enjoyable and so much
memorable.
And yes, exactly, so much more memorable. So when I got here into the room, it had set up, that made it really special as well. And so we've got her number. So we have all the different Airbnbs, and I plan on posting those and sharing them because of how generous she was in letting us stay here. And this place has been really awesome as well.
And we've only been here we pulled in just last night. Went to Schlitz and Giggles.
Schlitz and Giggles, and they have good pizza. And their cinnamon twist.
Cinnamon knots.
Cinnamon knots. Is that the best?
Yeah.
So what would you say, babe, what would you say this trip has done for us? Relationship wise? Because this is the first, we get out and we do things, but it's our first actual leaving far away together. Took me 11 years.
Just the adding of memories. Because I always have a great time with you anyways.
Same.
It probably added a few pounds to my waistline.
Mine too, I'm sure, because we did eat.
Oh yeah, we ate a bunch of food.
We did.
I don't know, just memories. There's been a lot of things that usually don't happen.
True.
Just the meeting people and the hookup we got.
I mean, she did. She was so generous. This was very sweet of her to let us stay here, and it's such a cute place.
Complete strangers just walk into her place, but I guess she does that with an Airbnb, so she does it all the time.
And I think they have 18. They have 18 Airbnbs, her and her husband, and so that's super cool. So, and we were going to go see them when we got in and hang out over there at their house for a little bit before we came back to the Airbnb. However, she has some kiddos that were starting school, and she needed to have that all ready and prepared. So we completely understood that. We told her next time we come down, we'll have to get together again.
Definitely.
Yes, definitely, because she was awesome. And I feel that this trip, I feel like every time we spend time together, we get that much closer. We fall in love over and over again. Every day. And I feel like this has definitely been one of those moments that has really accelerated that. Uh-oh, I got mushy. He's gonna get quiet now. Hold on. Men the mushy feelings. But it's fun. This has really been a really awesome trip. So I think one of the things that I would recommend for couples, or definitely those that have been married, if you haven't taken a vacation or you haven't taken a trip somewhere together, these are memories that we'll take with us forever. And it was awesome just getting to have him and I time outside of our comfort zone, outside of where we typically spend a majority of our time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I think it opens your eyes. You get to experience new things. We had a lot of new things that we got to experience here and on our trip.
Yeah. Oh, we forgot about, we did a gator tour.
Oh, the dolphin tour was pretty fun. I didn't really get a whole lot of video of dolphins.
No, almost got bit by an alligator.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. He did that.
Because I like to stick my hands where they don't belong.
That's so true. So true. Didn't we watch a movie that was talking about that?
I think so.
Yeah, we did. I thought that was cute that you tied that in. Now I wish I could remember the movie that it was that we watched. Oh, I will say, let me go back to Keith. They're
It's on a
put
good
on.
show.
Oh, it was incredible. He did an incredible job. He came away from the stage up to a little bit closer to where we were. And honestly, the radio station, 1027 MX WB, I think, is the radio station that we won the tickets through. They gave us incredible seats, honestly. I mean, that whole place, I don't think you really could get really a terrible seat in that place. In the Wharf. It was at the Wharf.
Amphitheater.
Wharf Amphitheater in Orange County. I guess already. But yeah, so, and if you ever get to see him, definitely, I highly suggest it. He was great. And then back to the alligator, though, that was the best boat ride I've ever experienced. Airboat. It was an airboat. And the guy that was our tour guide, we've got pictures with him because he was so much fun. I got to sit at the very top with him, and he was sitting at the bottom. So it was the oh shit bar because he was going through like the marshes and the vegetation, like all the vegetation that grows up in the swamp lands. He was going through that and cutting corners real sharp, and it was fun. I had a blast. I can't believe we forgot about that. And that happened in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that.
The
in New
dolphin
Orleans.
tour was in Pensacola.
Yes.
And then the alligators were
Much fun. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I would definitely do a gator tour again, except this time, hopefully, he knows to keep his hands to himself or inside the airboat.
about it.
Because so the alligator that almost bit him, and I wish I would have gotten video. I got a picture of the alligator getting closer to his hand because he put his hand down, and I was like, "Babe, what are you? Stop it!"
And he jumped out at my hand.
Gosh, this could be so bad. But luckily, it did not happen, and you did go.
I still have all my digits.
Thank goodness. Kind of need those, babe.
Mm-hmm.
But we've had great waking up mornings. This was a beautiful, beautiful experience. The hotels that we went to were pretty awesome. Not his favorite. I like them except for the breakfast parts. I think there's
Especially for the money you're paying.
especially for the money you're paying. Yeah, completely agree. But I do have like a Marriott, membership. So those are the ones that we stayed at in Pensacola, Florida. We stayed at a Marriott, and then the one in New Orleans was called Aloft, and that was the coolest hotel though.
I guess.
It was really cool. I like the layout of it and the concept. The poor little new bartender though, poor guy.
Yeah.
Vegas Mom. Yeah, Vegas Mom. My bad. That's right. We don't drink
I
those
don't
Jaeger
drink
bombs.
Jaeger.
Yeah, we don't drink Jaeger. Not anymore.
Too many bad mornings off of Jaeger.
Yes, exactly. Oh, those were some days. But we really just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about our trip because, again, I do feel that when you want a healthy relationship or you want to build healthy relationships and meet new people, this is definitely a really awesome way of just contributed that much more to our trip and our life. So
Plus, you just got to keep it fun and kind of light, never get too serious.
Yes, exactly. That's how we like to live. I think that's what
Except
makes us
heavy.
Stop it. You're awesome. He's so funny. But yeah, we've so now we're actually leaving here and we're heading back to Texas. So we will be back in Texas this evening, ready to be home. It's been a great trip, but we're ready to be home.
Click my heels and say there's no place like home.
Yeah, exactly. See all of our pets, our animals. We have a lot of those. I'm missing my Leia and my Kylo and my Beardies.
Miss my bed.
I miss the bed too, although we still need a new mattress. Yeah, we do need to get a new
But
mattress.
it's my bed.
But it's yeah, that's right. I know
Our
that's
bed.
right. That's better. So I mean, if there's anything that I would take away from what we got to experience is just the whole thing. I mean, every bit of it. There's nothing that I feel that was terrible or I don't know, like in this place, I will say the elevator.
It's haunted. It's probably this place.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I didn't encounter any paranormal activity, so
No.
I'm good.
yeah. Me neither. But yeah, it was. It's definitely different.
You can tell it's definitely an old building.
Yes, it's super
Probably
cool
has
though.
some awesome history.
I'll be posting some pictures of the place that we're staying at in the Airbnb because it was really awesome. Again, it's a little eerie, but it's just because it's different. It's not like Texas. This is New Orleans and Louisiana in general, the French Quarter, kind of what we're staying in right now. There's even a balcony that we could go to and sit and drink coffee. I thought about doing that with this, but I didn't want to have even worse of a connection because the internet connection is a little iffy here, but we actually did pretty good. I feel like we got to get through the whole show.
Good
I'm
deal.
excited. Yeah. How about you? He's ready to go check on the motorcycle. I know that. I can see it in his face. Huh.
Yeah.
You ready to go check on it and make sure it's
10 o'clock.
yeah.
Make
Sure.
sure my wheels are still there, not on hubcaps or blocks.
Well, and what's awesome is we're right across the street from a police station. We did talk to a police officer and ask him if we were good to park there and leave it there, and he said it would be fine. So we should be fine, but I know that that's running through his head. This is how long we've been together. We can read each other's minds somewhat.
She thinks I'm a mind reader.
Yeah, I think it sometimes. But for the most part, you pretty much know what I'm thinking. Time. Yeah. And communication and spending quality time together. I think that's huge too, is we definitely spend quality time. We don't just spend time. If that makes sense.
Perfect.
Is
Sense.
there anything you want to say before we go? We're almost done here.
Oh no, I'm all done.
You're all-
talked out.
He was all talked about. Well, bye guys. Thank you for tuning in and listening to our trip. We love you guys, and we hope that you guys are living your best life. Live your best life daily.
From Burleson to Venus and Grandview to Godly, this is the voice of Johnson County, Joco Community Radio.
Hey travelers, do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call. Because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. Our prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call SmartFares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
855-325-1820. 855-325-1820. That's 855-325-1820.
Accelerated Graphics and Signs, 101 East Renfro, Sweet C in Burleson, Texas, can handle all of your graphic needs. Need a banner or promotional products for your business? They got you covered. T-shirts and caps for your group. All you need to figure out is if you want them screen printed or embroidered. How about some slick graphics on that hot ride to make you stand out from the crowd? Accelerated Graphics and Signs can handle anything you throw at them. 101 East Renfro Street, Sweet C in Burleson, Texas. Go in and see them. Call them at 817-991-0523 or reach them on the web at www.acceleratedgraphics.net. They are loud and proud and want to serve you. Accelerated Graphics.
Why have thousands of aspiring authors teamed up with Christian Faith Publishing to publish their book? Because Christian Faith Publishing is an author-friendly publisher who understands that your labor is more than just